Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit in, especially in large groups? You might be a chosen one in the spiritual world. Keep watching to discover why chosen ones often struggle with being around lots of people. Chosen ones have a special energy that deeply impacts those around them. Their presence is intense and can both attract and unsettle people. When a chosen one enters a room, the atmosphere changes. It's like an invisible force that stirs up emotions and thoughts in everyone nearby. This energy isn't just about being charming or charismatic. It comes from the chosen one's deep wisdom and inner strength. People are drawn to them because they sense something powerful and profound within them. If chosen ones didn't have this intense energy, they wouldn't have such a strong effect on others. This intense energy creates a paradox for chosen ones. On one hand, they have an incredible ability to connect deeply with others. People are naturally curious about them and admire their presence. But on the other hand, this same intensity can be overwhelming and intimidating for those who aren't used to it. Chosen ones often find themselves in situations where they crave connection and understanding, but their powerful presence can actually push people away. It's a challenging balance to navigate. Imagine a chosen one at a crowded party. Even though they're physically there, surrounded by noise and chatter, they might feel disconnected and uncomfortable. The superficial interactions and shallow conversations can seem jarring compared to the depth of their own thoughts and feelings. In these moments, chosen ones often yearn for solitude or for smaller, more intimate gatherings where their true essence can be appreciated and understood. This paradox leads to a painful reality for many chosen ones: isolation. Despite their best efforts to connect authentically with others, they often find themselves feeling alone and misunderstood. Their intensity acts as a barrier, scaring away those who aren't ready to face their own vulnerabilities or insecurities. When a chosen one tries to open up and share their true self, they might be met with resistance, avoidance, or even rejection. Over time, this struggle for genuine connection can take a toll. Chosen ones may start to withdraw, choosing solitude as a defense mechanism against the constant misunderstandings and surface-level interactions. Rather than risk being hurt or judged, they turn inward, finding safety and solace in their own company. But this isolation isn't what chosen ones truly want. They long for deep, soulful connections, relationships built on mutual understanding, respect, and appreciation for each other's depth. They want to find others who can match their intensity and engage with them on a profound level. Unfortunately, these kinds of connections are rare and precious. Many chosen ones spend years searching, only to face disappointment time and again. The journey of a chosen one is not just a personal quest for belonging, it's also a form of spiritual warfare. Their authenticity acts as a mirror, reflecting back the masks and falsehoods of society. By simply being themselves, raw, honest, and unapologetically real, chosen ones challenge the status quo. They disrupt the norms and expectations that keep people comfortably numb. This kind of radical honesty is not always well received. Those who benefit from maintaining the illusions of society may lash out, trying to silence or discredit the chosen ones who threaten their worldview. Speaking truth to power is rarely easy or popular. Chosen ones often find themselves facing resistance, hostility, and attempts to make them conform. But chosen ones know they can't compromise their integrity. They've seen beyond the veil of mainstream culture, and they can't unsee it. Even when it means standing alone, chosen ones feel compelled to keep shining light on the shadows. They know that true change and liberation require courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to risk everything for what's real. Being a chosen one means walking a path that diverges from the mainstream. In a world that rewards conformity, Chosen ones can't help but stand out. They see, feel, and experience reality in a fundamentally different way. And this often leaves them feeling like they don't belong. Trying to fit in can be exhausting and demoralizing for chosen ones. No matter how hard they try to blend in or play along, they can't shake the feeling of being a square peg in a round hole. The routines and expectations of normal society just don't make sense to them on a deep level. Ultimately, this divergence isn't something to be fixed or changed. It's an essential part of who chosen ones are, a feature, not a flaw. By embracing their differences, chosen ones give themselves permission to live authentically. They stop trying to contort themselves to fit someone else's mold and start exploring what feels true and right for them. This often means seeking out spaces and communities where they can be themselves without constantly worrying about being too much or not enough. Whether it's online, in person, or even just in their own solitude, chosen ones need places where they can take off the mask and breathe freely. For chosen ones, the journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance isn't just about personal growth. It's a calling from the depths of their soul. They feel pulled towards something bigger than themselves, even if they can't fully name or describe it yet. This higher purpose tugs at them, whispering of untapped potential and groundbreaking contributions to the world. Resisting this call is not really an option. It's like an unshakable knowing that won't let the chosen one rest until they start walking the path. This doesn't mean the way forward is always clear or easy. Following a higher calling requires a leap of faith into the unknown. It demands a willingness to leave behind the safe, the familiar, and the expected in search of something more profound. But no matter how daunting it may seem, chosen ones know they can't ignore the call forever. Sooner or later, they must take a deep breath, trust their inner wisdom, and start putting one foot in front of the other. Even if they don't have all the answers or a clear destination in mind, they know that the journey itself will guide them to exactly where they need to go. As challenging as the path of a chosen one can be, it's also a path of incredible beauty, depth, and fulfillment. By embracing their unique gifts and role in the world, chosen ones tap into a wellspring of purpose and meaning. The same sensitivity that can make them feel isolated also allows them to experience life with breathtaking richness. The same intensity that scares some people away also gives them the power to transform and uplift others in profound ways. Thriving as a chosen one starts with radical self-acceptance. It means making peace with every part of yourself, the light and the shadow, the beautiful and the messy. It means honoring your own boundaries and needs, even when they go against what others expect of you. It means treating yourself with the same compassion, patience, and unconditional love you so freely give to others. From this place of wholeness and self-respect, you can start harnessing your gifts intentionally. Instead of shying away from your power, you learn to wield it with wisdom and grace. You recognize that your sensitivity is a form of intuition, a direct line to the wisdom of the universe. You understand that your intensity is a force of nature, a kind of wild magic that can be channeled for healing and transformation. You start shining your light more boldly and unapologetically, not to show off or seek validation, but because you know the world needs your particular frequency. You know that by embodying your truth as fully as possible, you give others permission to do the same. You become a way shower, a trailblazer, a living invitation to a more authentic way of being. Of course, this is a lifelong journey with many twists, turns, and layers. There will always be more to uncover, heal, and integrate. There will be times of doubt, resistance, and growing pains. But bit by bit, breath by breath, chosen ones learn to trust the journey. They learn to trust themselves and the quiet voice within that always knows the way. If you've resonated with this message, know that you are not alone. Your experiences, your struggles, and your triumphs are all part of a much bigger story. The story of chosen ones rising up to heal the world. By embracing your truth and walking your path with courage, you inspire others to do the same. You become a living reminder of what's possible when we dare to be our full, authentic selves. So keep going, even when it's hard. Keep shining, even when you feel misunderstood. Keep listening to the whispers of your soul, even when the world is loud with distractions. Trust that every step is taking you closer to the life you're here to live and the difference you're here to make. And above all, remember this. The world needs your magic. The world needs your medicine. The world needs the gift of you. So don't be afraid to unwrap it and share it with us. We're waiting with bated breath and open hearts. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more soulful and inspiring content like this. And I'd love to hear from you. What does being a chosen one mean to you? How do you navigate this path in your own unique way? Leave a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. I'll see you in the next video.